Hey guys, what's happening? This is Forgo Nation, and today we're going to talk about Mystique. Now, I'm not one of those guys that likes to keep bringing up negative crap, so I'm going to stay away from that today, guys. Let's just keep it in the good and talk about just how amazing this character is. Mystique is freaking phenomenal. We all know it. We all saw it in the APK. Luckily, Netmarble didn't change anything about her, which is freaking awesome. And even if she doesn't have her awakened skill, this girl is easily worth using a Mega Advancement ticket on if you go out and spend the 2,500 crystals to pick up. For sure, guys, she is amazing. Not only because she offers an extra support to superheroes or to villains, which is amazing. She's also just an amazing character in herself. She's also an ABX meta. She's also a okay striker, but the problem with her as a striker is that she offers a crit rate critical damage bump, but she only comes in when you're being attacked. So really when you use the co-op skills, the only time she's going to come in, because most players are going to be using mind control. And, well, if you're using mind control, you're not being attacked. So she's not going to be coming in doing it. And she does her fist skill, which has all defense down. But like I said, guys, using the co-op, she could be useful using her striker skill. Other than that, I don't really think so, unless you're not using mind control and you're being attacked. Maybe then, but all these clears we've done on this channel, you pretty much need mind control most of the time to do high level clears, just because you got to keep the world bosses locked down for the most part. There are exceptions to that rule, but for the most part, that's just kind of the way it is. So her as a striker, not really so relevant, but her as a character, very freaking relevant. So let's get to talking a little bit more about her. You know, my Mystique has 20,700 physical attack. She has max attack speed, 28 crit rate, and 174 critical damage. That's going to change in a minute. We'll explain why. She has 47% ignore defense, and she has max skill cooldown. And take a look at her gears. She has no Urus. All of her gears are 20. She's still a level 60 character. And the girl's just got an amazing kit, guys. Tier 2 passive. This is what I mean. She's great for everybody. Villains, for heroes, and the best part is her support applies to superheroes or villains. So she's amazing if you're using as her support against Scarlet, Quicksilver, Cable. She's amazing if you're using as supervillains, like of course Thanos and Proxima and so on and so on. She's really the bomb diggity there. She's the only character in the game that offers that kind of support. The 1 skill, the 2 skill, stun, 3-second stun. The 3 skill, very cool skill, has a 5-hit guard for 5 seconds, and it's got that confusion, which is awesome. So when you use this skill, and this works in World Boss, they have to attack you, and then they get confused. A little charm thing spins up above their head for 3 seconds, and you can attack them. And I will show you guys that it's a really cool effect. However, I think it's cool, but I don't think it's really all that useful if you have mind controlled strikers, because you really don't. I mean, you want to attack. You want to attack and keep doing damage instead of trying to, confuse your world boss all the time. But if you're not using world boss, or if you're not using mind control, then this could be a really useful skill. Shadowland, very useful. And PvP, if there's no debuff, very freaking useful. It could be very powerful, especially on a character with this much power. Plus, she has damage accumulation on this skill, which is amazing. That's proportional to the damage that you deal, so it's based on how much damage you deal. It's pretty freaking amazing, guys, seriously. The 4th skill has an all defense down that stacks up to 50%, lasts for 8 seconds, which works out wonderfully. She has super armor on this skill that gives her all defense, not all defense down, but lowers her or increases her all defense by 6 seconds. Has an all attack buff by 45%, crit rate buff by 45%. If you have 30% crit rate, she's always going to have max crit rate, which is amazing. It's really going to help max out her stats pretty easy. That's another benefit to Mystique, maxing out those stats. Her 5th skill, another all defense down that stacks up to 60%, applies for 8 seconds, has a 40% all attack buff, has 6 seconds in invincibility, and has all speed. We've talked about all this before, but man, she really is an amazing character. She has a guaranteed dodge by 25%. She has guaranteed critical rate by 25%. Her awakened skill we talk about another time. Well, we can mention it. Just remember, guys, this thing's going to go up to 50% all attack. what you're going to watch her do, she's going to do without this. This is pretty insane. Her leadership gives her a self-buffing leadership, 45% increase of all attack. It only applies to her, which, I mean, if it was like Nick Fury, it'd be a little bit better, to be honest, guys. And it would make her a little bit more relevant. But honestly, she's pretty awesome the way she is. So I think it's all good. So let's preview the skills. So what I like to do, guys, and this is without the Awaken skill for the rotation, is I like to hit the 3 and then go into the 5. Get that damage accumulation, hit the 5. Now, what you really want to hope is that the proc won't engage until after you do your strike. So what you're hoping for, and you'll do the 5, and then as soon as she goes past them, boom, then you'll hit the 4. Now, the problem is, and the reason you want to start with the 5 is because it's got that 60% all defense down. Whereas the 4 has 50% all defense down. The more all defense down you have, the more damage you're going to be able to do. So, honestly, guys, if the proc lands on the 4 or the 5, you're going to be good to go. She has so much power, and this actually makes her fairly easy to play because you're not really worried so much. You just don't want to land the proc on the 2, the 1, or the 3. You really want to keep it on the 5 and the 4. But if you can do it to where you hit the 3, get the damage accumulation, hit the 5, she's going to go past them, and boom. And then the damage proc hits right at this moment. When you hit that 4, the damage is pretty damn insane because you're all defense down, stacking on top of each other from both skills. You got the attack buffs from both skills. It's freaking nuts. Now, if you turn on the AI, then you can hit the 3rd skill, and look. You're confusing your enemy, which is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Try getting on there. I mean, that's... Well, they're moving around. It's pretty tough to get up my cursor on there, but you guys get the drift. That is really cool. I mean, and look at that. They all become confused. So, pretty wild, pretty wild. She has a stage 7 Power of Angry Hulk. I'm not sure. I might take this up to stage or fully awaken it. I'm not really sure. I mean, she is an ABX meta, but I don't really care about ABX. But I know a lot of you guys would like to see an ABX run with her, so we'll see. And then she has critical damage with 120% damage proc. 120% damage proc, guys. So she doesn't have Urus. She's at level 60. She has a very low damage proc. It's not like I got her built very well, and we don't have the Awakened skill. So guys, what we're going to do is we're going to take old girl and we're going to do 2 different world boss runs. And we're going to have a little fun with her. So, let's rock and roll. Alrighty guys, so in the first run, we're going to be doing stage 60. Just having Shuri on the team for a 45% damage to supervillains, and having Ulysses Claw for his 30% critical damage from his 4-star passive. So right now, Mystique's crit rate and her critical damage are going to be completely maxed out. And we're going to be using that 3rd skill, which is pretty cool. We don't need no mind control, nothing like that. We got anti-venom for a little heals just in case. And you guys can get a good idea of just how strong she is. You know, no Urus. 120% damage proc. We're not even using double support. I mean, yeah. She is insane. And something that's really awesome about this girl is the fact that she does have that crowd control on that 3rd skill. Now, I don't think it's really optimal to use it, guys. I just don't. I think you'd be a lot better off just using mind control and just slam bamming, doing tons of damage, not even worrying about it. Still using the 3 to get the damage accumulation, but not really to, you know, control the boss. We got mind control strikers. A lot of people, you know, they have their have Rachel, they have Scarlet, they have Dr. Voodoo, they have Apocalypse. Now they're going to have Professor X. I mean, we got a lot of options for mind control. So it's really, but it's cool. It's cool. I mean, I like it. It's really cool. It's just there's no need for it. But look at it. We just keep on confusing. I love saying that too, confusing. That's pretty cool. Confusing Proxima. I mean, she gets away because the confusion only lasts for 3 seconds, but still pretty cool. And by the way, guys, this is stage 60, right? We are actually on pace to clear this right now. We're down to the 11th bar in 1 minute and 30 seconds, just a hair over 1 minute 30. That is insane, guys. That is insane amount of power. with no Urus. I have 55% physical attack on my cards. I do have max raid level. And we are getting max critical damage from having Ulysses. But guys, I could easily put Ghost Panther in here. I could put a different support. I could put Valkyrie in here. Give an extra 45% damage to Proxima. We could have a CTP of energy, or unfortunately a CTP of rage. Now I do think a proc works really well on girl because she has 8-second cooldowns on her 5 and her 4, but her rage is going to be a lot better, and the rage is going to be a lot better because you're going to be able to hit the third skill, hit the fifth skill, and you're going to attack, and it takes a little bit for that all defense down to apply. You're going to do a bunch of hits. You're going to eventually crit hit because she has guaranteed critical rate and she has max critical rate. So you're going to get a crit hit, and more than likely you're going to trigger that CTP of rage, and then you're going to have the all defense down that's taxed to 60% applied from the fifth skill. Well, then you're going to go into your fourth skill while your damage proc's engaged from the rage, and the damage is going to be massive, guys. I mean, I hate to say it, but like always, the rage is, it's going to be optimal for her for sure. Guarantee it. Now, we're losing time now because we're just kind of poking around. Proxima's getting away a lot. When you only have 3 seconds of confusion, 3 seconds of crowd control at a time for an 8-second rotation duration, you just can't keep her locked down. She's going to iframe. She's going to jump around. But something else about Mystique that's really nice is her targeting is really good. She just knows where the crap that world boss is. I'm not trying to clear this, guys. I just want to show you that she definitely is strong enough to do this with this build. Pretty freaking, I mean, it's massive, guys. So yeah, she's definitely worth a mega rank up ticket, a mega advancement ticket. I mean, she's worth it. She's definitely worth it. I mean, she's an awesome character. She's pretty easy to play. She's got good survivability. She's got that super armor on the 4 and the invincibility on the 5. So she's going to have super armor up pretty much the whole time. Yeah. But you can see we definitely need heals, especially for the poison. That really gets you, man. Really gets you. Plus, Proxima has penetration on her skills, so she's going to do a lot of damage to us. One way or another, she'll pierce that invincibility. But, yeah, man. I'm pretty damn impressed with this girl, especially with this team up, especially the fact... I mean, guys, if we were putting Captain America in here and Weapon X, this had been over. This would have been done over. She'd have murdered this damn thing. But I don't want every video to be showing all the all defense down stuff. It's nice just to showcase the power of just the character by themselves. And Mystique's a great candidate for that because she really is just that strong. So let's go ahead and pause it. And let's move on to the next run. Okay, guys, so this is going to be a little something different. We're going to take on Scarlet, and I had to switch out Shuri for Hela because Shuri's passive won't work on Scarlet because Scarlet's a superhero type. So we had to use Hela, and we're using Hela for her uniform effect, which offers an extra 15% damage to superhero types. Still got Ulysses' Claw for that extra 30% critical damage from his 4-star passive, and we're going to try to confuse those Scarlet right here. We hit the 3, and you see how long that lasts, but as soon as Scarlet attacked us, we were able to get the confusion. The problem is we took quite a bit of damage because we were sitting there waiting. That's another reason I say it's better just to have mind control strikers and just attack. And you also see, instead of waiting on the confusion to take effect from the 3rd skill, you also see that I'm using Professor X and Rachel to make sure we can mind control Scarlet the whole time. Because Scarlet is a freaking nightmare, guys. This is stage 39. And, we got a pretty crap build actually on Mystique. But look at the damage. She is tearing the hell out of this. And by the way, guys, my Professor X and my Rachel don't have any kind of damage procs, nothing on them. And we got Anti-Venom, of course, for heals. And Scarlet's just a nightmare of a world boss to take on. Every time you see those circles, look what happened. This is the Eye of Abyss. Now we're not going to do any damage to Scarlet. We're not going to do jack to her. And it really freaking sucks. You can't see what's going on. I absolutely hate it. So we're going to run around. We're going to have to switch. That way we don't lose Mystique. We're just going to let Hela be fodder here. There we go. And lucky we got that mind control so we didn't die from that explosion. Okay, now we're going to get her again. And... so the proc came a little late, but still the damage is still terrific, man. It's still awesome. Come on. Look at that, man. Look at that. That was just on the fist skill, that damage there. Pretty nuts, guys. I mean, again, if we were using Captain America, if we were using Weapon Hex, crap, we'd done this in, 15, 20 seconds probably. It'd been ridiculous. It'd been ridiculous. And there, we got the confusion there. If you guys just saw that, we got a little confusion, I think. Pretty awesome, man. Pretty awesome, man. The girl's powerhouse. I mean, Mystique is ridiculous. Something that's also nice about her, as long as you're in iframe, the Eye of Abyss won't see you, and that it won't start that phase. So when she's in an iframe, you're pretty good to go. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and pause it, guys. So you can see, guys, in just a little over a little less than 2 minutes and 30 seconds, easily took down stage 39. Mystique's got her self-buffing leadership. She's got the support passive. She's got all those attack buffs. So out of all the Crystal Wall characters, in my opinion, she should be the first character you should be pulling for or buying with your crystals. And definitely, if you have a Mega Advancement ticket, she's worth it. So let me know how you're feeling about Mystique, guys. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.